From Hollywood, time once again for Money TV. I'm Don Baillargeon. Thanks for joining us. Money TV is the program all about money and what makes it happen. Well, lost in all the hubbub this week about the Manafort verdicts and the Cohen plea deal was another example of the nanny state run amok. And of course, that story originates in California. Senate Bill 1192 overwhelmingly passed and is now on its way to Governor Jerry Brown's desk, where it's almost certain to be signed into law. The bill will require that restaurants offering kids' meals must restrict the drinks included with these meals to only water or unflavored milk. The bill states that many families lack adequate time to obtain and prepare healthy food, making dining out an appealing and often necessary option. Yeah, it takes a lot of time to buy milk and water, doesn't it? The bill goes on to say that as a result, more than 1/2 of food expenditures in the United States are spent outside the home. Now that's a misleading statistic, as it does not account for households without kids or single people, each of whom dine out more frequently than young families. But come on, parents who take their kids out to lunch or dinner are incapable of making healthy choices for them without big brother government stepping in? What makes this bill even dumber is the fact that parents can choose to buy any drink they want their kids to have as long as it's not included in the kids' meal. So if it does become law, it won't have the achieved desired intention. Typical government. California is ravaged by wildfires because the law won't let the forest be managed and cut back. Farmland in the San Joaquin Valley is dried up and plowed under because much needed water is diverted to the ocean because of a 2-inch fish. People can defecate in the streets of San Francisco without fear of being arrested. But hey, you don't have to worry about a soda being served with a kid's Happy Meal. California has got you covered there. We've got you covered here. It's our toll-free number, good from anywhere in the world you're watching the program, 888-259-4449, to get free information about our featured guests. When you do call, be sure and ask to be added to the subscription list of our Money TV newsletter. It is free, as is a toll-free call, 888-259-4449. Visit us at MoneyTV.net, and please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Well, our first guest this week is joining us over the phone, Mr. Rod Santaland. He is the president of a company called Web to Door Corporation. Their stock symbol is SPRV. Rod, welcome to Money TV.
Good morning. Good morning, Don. Thank you for this opportunity.
Now, we're really excited to be initiating coverage of your company. We're going to have a long interview with you in a future show. But tell us what the company does.
Sure. First off, I want to thank this opportunity to be here on your talk show. And hopefully we'll have continued relationship in the future to promote our company, Web to Door Corporation. We, as you mentioned, we're OTC Pink SPRV, Sierra Papa Romeo Victor is our company. We have a wholly owned operational subsidiary called Courier 365, and that's a last mile delivery corporation out of the San Francisco Bay Area and Sacramento area. So just a little bit about the company. We've been in business since 2014 and have grown tremendously, phenomenal growth ever since early 2016 is when we saw our major growth with one of our Fortune 10 company. And I didn't want to mention that right now, but maybe in the future we will. But we started out with 5 vehicles and 5 drivers and grew to 60 in less than 6 months. And in 2 years, we grew to 300 employees.
Wow.
So that tells you how big of a growth this company is, and I'll be glad to explain the reason and how it happened and what we're looking forward to in our future.
Well, what's really exciting is that, what the name of the company, Web to Door, is exactly what you do. Somebody orders something online, you're the guys that are bringing it to the home.
That's correct. That's exactly correct. What we specialize in is the last mile delivery, B2C, business to customer. So the customer sees our courier service drivers delivery when we deliver those packages to their homes or to their businesses. So that's how we do it as well.
And so your revenues are derived from the vendors, so to speak. Is that how it works?
That's correct. We provide the service to our vendor as a third-party provider to them, and our growth has been, as I mentioned, based on the numbers alone, it speaks for itself. We've grossed roughly close to $16 million last year, 2017.
Well, that's amazing. Now, explain, if you would, what you mean by last mile delivery. What is that exactly?
Sure. Last mile delivery is a term used in the logistics and courier service industry, where it is the last mile from the business product to the actual customer, may it be a person, such as myself ordering, somebody delivers to my home. I think we can compare it to UPS, FedEx, OnTrack, the USPS system. That's what we call the last mile delivery. And sometimes our customers are businesses as well, because they're ordering other items. So we do deliver to that. That's what we call the last mile delivery.
Once again, the company is called Web to Door Corporation. Their stock symbol's SPRV. As I mentioned, we've initiated coverage of the company. We're having a much longer interview in a future show. Rod, exciting concept. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it and sharing some of our plans and our future growth. We're venturing off to the logistics avenues other than just the last mile delivery, and we're partnering up with other agencies to support our operations.
Great. Talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you.
Joining us now in studio is Warren Wang. Warren is the CEO of ChineseInvestors.com Incorporated. Their stock symbol CIIX. Warren, always great to see you.
Hi, Donald. How are you?
I'm doing great. Now, you had a fabulous press release earlier in the week. Why don't you tell us about it?
Sure. We started selling the CBD contents, cosmetics to Chinese consumers. We already did, but we expand into the networking area, referral programs, set 2 tiers. So we did a seminar on Wednesday, about 12 people attending in China, one of the China Shanghai's hotel. That's how we get started. We hire our executive to targeting the consumer, give the referral program. The people refer to and the people you introduce to, you can get part of their sales as a part of a commission. And then we give the salespeople as an incentive, not just on the cash commission basis, but also on the composition by the all company stocks.
I see.
So they can feel the ownership. I think it needed a little more time to let the consumer market adapt that. Because first of all, a lot of Chinese consumer, they don't understand equity market. They don't understand the ownership. They don't understand U.S. equity markets. So it needed a little time, but we are very excited about what we progress. And I think a lot of people love talking about CBD market right now. Like, this week, the short seller talking about CVSI. But I saw the CVSI drop from $9 all the way down to $4 range and back to $7 so far. One of the reasons is when the short seller getting attacked, the company like Tesla or Herbalife.
Right.
They have a lot of fans, which is really using the products, really falling in love with the company and the philosophy and the vision. They kind of protect the company. They stand up to defend the company and buying the company stocks. That's what we try to do too. We try to expand the consumer base. And we are currently in the CBD, we are just in Los Angeles. After maybe a month, 2, we have a plan to expand to Northern California, also New York, Texas, Denver, Colorado, Nevada area. Try to expand, tap into the Chinese American, and also Chinese Canadian, maybe in Vancouver, Toronto, that's Canadian markets. We also are looking for in Asia, especially in Japan, to legalize the CBD right now, and we can see what we can do over there. When we're getting more consumer user base, love our product, do more seminar, it's heavy budgeting, heavy expense on our company, but I think our goal is try to spin off hopefully by end of the year. I cannot promise anything. Afterwards, we are going to bring hemp oil, Chinese hemp oil, become an independent company, looking for crowdfunding, looking for listing on OTC or NASDAQ national market in next 12 months.
Well, I can see why you're so bullish on CBD. I mean, there's a lot of developments going on.
Yeah, I'm bullish on the CBD, also bullish on the cryptocurrency, but unfortunately, I think the Bitcoin got hurt a little bit, but we're still making progress on our education, on our trading platform, on our other service area. It doesn't mean we don't talk about crypto, we give up, no, but we kind of adjust our strategy a little bit. On the CBD side, I think most exciting thing is CVSI got so many people so excited about that. Like the short sellers say in the CVSI reporting, they don't have that kind of drugs approved by or it's rejected by the FDA. They have a consumer market, but the market cap is almost $700 million. The sales is only 50 million, so they are trading almost 10 to 15 times their sales, which is kind of very, very highly, high valuation. That's all I said. But I think that's kind of positive thing about how the consumer invests about CBD market right now.
Once again, the company's ChineseInvestors.com Incorporated, CIIX. Exciting update. Congratulations on that press release. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Does this sound familiar? Turned down for a mortgage? Credit card interest over 20%? Didn't get the job you wanted? The problem is your credit score. Unsure what your credit score is? Call the Advocacy Network, 321-947-3220. Talk to Carl. He can help you regain your financial independence. Change your life today. 321-947-3220. Talk to Carl.
Have you heard the news? There's only one flat-fee news distribution network on the market. It's called AccessWire, and it's exclusively from Issuer Direct. Any day, anytime, the AccessWire News Network can deliver your press release to more than 1,500 media outlets in 98 countries. AccessWire also delivers real-time engagement analytics. You will learn who read and shared your press release and more. Best news of all, getting started is easy. Visit accesswire.com and extend your company's news reach today.
We are back. Thanks for staying with us. I'm joined now direct from Phoenix by Mr. Greg Lambrecht. Greg is the CEO of Single Point Incorporated. SING is their stock symbol. Greg, welcome back to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me, Don.
Well, Greg, I am certain you are one happy CEO. You put out a press release this week. You finally achieved your status as fully reporting. Tell us how that feels.
Well, it feels good. I can finally smile. So, as you know, and a lot of our shareholders, this has taken a long time to get done and a lot of money. So we finally got it done, and we put out a press release Tuesday that we're now fully reporting. And, and also in that same press release, we put out our significant increase in revenue. So as a company to become fully reporting and really show that increase in revenue is just a great week. So yeah, I'm starting to smile more.
Well, a public company has two primary goals, one to be fully reporting, which you are, and achieve complete transparency, and the other is to report significant revenue increases, two great milestones for your company.
Yeah, they are, and they're really staple things that they may not show up in the price increase this week, but over time, as we start to attract more institutional investors and family offices, those are the things that they're really looking for is to see those revenues go up, and also the stability and the transparency of being fully reporting. So we are really excited about this fall, about where Single Point and Sing is going. The other thing now that we're fully reporting, we were kind of in a 2-month holding period, if you will. We didn't want to announce any of the exciting things that we had going on because we didn't want to restate our Form 10. But now that that's over, we're going to be announcing a lot of very exciting big news coming Single Point's way.
Now, I know you had a couple of target acquisitions you've discussed on the program before, so you can go ahead and close those now?
That's exactly right. And again, we kind of got our feet wet last year with doing 2 or 3 smaller acquisitions. We learned a lot, and now we have the ability to raise the necessary funds to do larger acquisitions, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So this is going to be a great finish on 2018 and moving into 2019 for Single Point.
Now that you have the Form 10 procedure behind you, reflecting on it, many people don't know how voluminous the paperwork is, how expensive it is. It's really an arduous process.
Yeah, it is, and I had heard that before we started this, and I kind of poo-pooed it. But now that we've been through it and got through it, it's a lot of work, and quite frankly, that's why a lot of companies are still pinks. It's not that they want to stay there. In this environment, there's so many reasons why it's crucial to be fully reporting. It's these companies are pinks and they haven't got there yet because it is such a long, hard work. So we stuck in there. We never quit. We got it done. And you know, to all of our shareholders, you know, I think they're quite pleased that we said that we were going to do this, and we did do it.
Now, have you already started targeting larger acquisitions?
Yeah, we have been. I mean, we have 3 or 4 acquisitions that are much bigger than anything that we've done in the past. You know, and just, you know, I can throw out some numbers, but you know, these are companies that are all doing around, you know, 10 to 15 million revenue that are doing 2 to 3 million EBITDA. So those are the type of size of companies that we're looking at acquiring this year, which really is going to put Single Point in a whole new league.
Well, congratulations, Greg. Once again, Single Point Incorporated, SING. Greg, thanks so much for joining us. Nice to see you smiling.
Well, yeah, and also, you know, we've been telling your viewers literally for years that we're going to become fully reporting. So I'm happy to tell all your viewers that we did get it done. And yeah, go sing, and thank you.
Joining us now over the phone is Joe Grimes. Joe is the CEO of a company called Tribal Rides Incorporated. Joe, welcome back to the program.
Thanks so much, Don. Good to be back on board.
Well, we had a fascinating interview with you in last week's program. For those who might have missed it, tell us quickly what the company does.
So we're a disruptive technology software play for self-driving cars, and with that, we're launching a utility token called Go.
Well, what's new with the company since we spoke last week?
You know, it's very exciting. There's 3 quick updates. The first is our crowdfunding has met now the minimum level, and that means that it's entrenched and available for follow-on funding. That's very important for us on Start Engine. Number 2 is now we have launched on a second platform, and that second platform is called NewChip. So the URL is newchip.com. And actually, they're featuring the interview that you did on their website as the video for Tribal Rides. And the third is we've been successful in now offering Bitcoin exchanges. So you can go on Start Engine, and if you're a cryptocurrency person, you can go in and you can use cryptocurrency to buy both the equity piece and the utility token piece. So we're very, very happy about those updates.
Well, as you mentioned, your startengine.com, which is startengine.com/tribal-rides if you want to check that out. And I guess you can become an investor in your company for as little as $100?
As little as $100. Yes. And so please visit startengine.com and like you just said, type in Tribal Rides, Tribal-Rides, and you'll see the full offering.
Well, once again, the company is Tribal Rides Incorporated. We're talking with their CEO, Joe Grimes. Joe, congratulations on so many accomplishments in just a short period of time since we last spoke to you. We'll speak to you again real soon.
Outstanding. Thanks so much for your time.
Take care. Well, joining us now in studio is the Dean of Water, Mr. Riggs Eckelberry. He's also the CEO of Origin Clear, OCLN is their stock symbol. Riggs, always great to see you.
I swear I'm not jet lagged.
I'm sure you're not.
I did a lightning trip to New York this week for one thing only, and that was to meet with a major investment bank to put together a slate of acquisitions, which is extremely exciting. Bill Charneski, our head of M&A, I want to get him on the show. He's been doing an amazing job and kissing a lot of frogs. And so we have an amazing lineup that you know, we feel very strongly is going to do some good things. I can't go beyond that, of course.
Of course.
But it was a good trip.
It all looks good.
Yes.
And this is all fresh off the water conference you had last week, which you shared with us via Skype, which was really exciting.
It was. For the first time, we didn't feel alone. We felt like, oh, we got a federation, the United States of Water, I call it, right? So it's this idea of us being this together. And this whole vision we have of aggregating the small guys, that big companies like Veolia or American Water Works, who have huge M&A budgets, they can't do the tiny deals. They literally can't pick up the phone for a deal that's less than 10, 15,
right.
$20 million. And really their wheelhouse is about 100 million. Well, we can get right down there. And those are the guys who are booming because of this, you know, abandoned water treatment sites that the municipalities can't service anymore, and that's increasing. In the show, in fact, Dan Early of Modular Water was talking about rural schools. They need these because no more septic tanks. This is perfect.
Now, you shared a presentation with us that you brought with you. Let's take a look at that right now.
Right on.
Today is our first water conference that the Origin Clear group is having, and we've got 5 companies that are speaking today, all of which have their own unique technology, their own market applications, their own customer base.
And what's going on here is we finally have a group. It's been an R&D adventure for so many years, but along the way, we started acquiring companies. And this is important because the whole water world is moving to a decentralized structure, just like energy and water is doing the same thing.
We strongly believe that the solution for the water treatment market today is not larger and more big municipal water treatment facilities. Today we think that the solution is going to be smaller, decentralized, point of use kind of water treatment systems where a manufacturing plant who's building widgets has processed water and they need to clean it up themselves, and so that's decentralized. The smaller communities, instead of having a large municipal water treatment system, they're going to be able to install smaller systems that are more decentralized, and it'll promote recycling of water, reuse of water, which is the ultimate goal.
We're working in a space where the big people can't grow. Just the same way that Uber is the largest for-hire fleet in the world, Airbnb is the largest hotel chain in the world. You can actually be the largest operator by owning all of the individual small plays if you keep it decentralized and don't try and bring it all to the center.
Dan has come on board very, very quickly. He has already got his first order from a company called New Brewery.
It's rare to have an opportunity like this. It really, really is.
Bill Charneski brings in Dan Early. And Dan Early is just an amazing person. Why? Because he has a proprietary technology for delivering these water systems in a box. Boom. And they have a 100-year life. Just drop them in the ground, forget about them for 100 years. Amazing. And they use so little power they can run off a solar panel. With the Origin Clear cooperative that we're setting up, you can actually move out there and make the money that you should be making, and you'll be able to counter the big water companies that, you know, they got a lot of money, but they're not agile the way you are. They don't have the loyalty of your customers the way you do. And that's what we want to keep. Execution is the name of the game now for the next 6 months, 9 months, year, 2 years. We're just going to keep executing. And our plan is to keep growing the revenue steadily, achieve profitability, blow right by that, and keep growing.
Well, that's like sort of like being there. So it's wonderful.
It was fantastic. You know, we have a great, I have nepotism. My brother, Stephen, does the shooting, and he knows our style, and it was really good. So we're, in fact, we're going to start doing some briefings on Thursdays at 5 p.m.
Great.
for people interested in the companies, and of course they can reach out to us.
Once again, Origin Clear, OCLN. Again, the CEO is Riggs Zuckerberry. I like to call him the Dean of Water. Riggs, thanks so much.
It's my pleasure.
And joining us now on the phone is Mr. William Hartman. He's the CEO of Premier Biomedical Incorporated. BIEI is their stock symbol. Bill, welcome back to the program.
Thank you, Don. Always a pleasure.
Tell us what's news with the company since we last spoke, Bill.
Don, we've signed an agreement with a group called the number 4 European. They specialize in sales to the military and the government, and we're also going to use them to go after senior long-term care. That's a big deal for us because they're experienced in taking pharmaceutical products to the military. Secondarily, we've had some credit card processing problems. Now that was not our fault. We've solved that, and now we have 2 companies coming on board to handle credit card processing. We had a recent press release where we've taken some of our projects, our R&D projects that we couldn't bring to market, and we've created storyboards and made these chimneys of investment. And what's significant about that is that these chimneys allow the investor to get a piece of the licensing or sale of these technologies without diluting the company. So it's a win-win. It's a win for the investor, and it's a win for our stockholders. And the biggest news we have, Don, is that we're in the process of signing a joint venture offshore. That's going to significantly alter our company. We're going to be doing possibly some manufacturing of the same product with our secret formulation that works so well to reduce pain of our topical pain relief products offshore as well as onshore. So it's going to increase our sales and increase our customer base and our stock price. So that's a big deal for Premier Biomedical.
Well, Bill, I have to congratulate you. I mean, we haven't spoken to you in about 3 weeks. You've been a busy guy in that period of time.
Well, Don, that's only the beginning. We've got to ink this agreement, and we've got a lot of work ahead of us. But the way is clear. We've gone through reverse split. We've got our stock back up to an acceptable price, and we've got a following. Just the last few days, we've had some doctors contact us, and they used our products, and their wives say it's a miracle. They're out of pain. And this is significant because today we've got an opioid crisis in this country. 200 people a day are dying from drug overdoses, and a study out of West Virginia said 2/3 of them started on opioid pain pills. And our topical products, in fact, you can use these products in lieu of using opioid pain pills. That's a big deal for this country.
Once again, the company is Premier Biomedical Incorporated, stock symbols BIEI. Bill, I want to congratulate you once again on all those incredible accomplishments. We'll talk to you again real soon.
We've got more coming, Don. Stay tuned. Thank you very much.
We're going to talk about Teflon Trump on this week's Money Wrap radio program. To find a radio station near you or just listen online, go to the website moneywrap.com. Call us right now, toll free from anywhere in the world you're watching the program, 888-259-4449, to get free information about our featured guests. When you do call, be sure and ask to be added to the subscription list of our MoneyTV newsletter. Again, 888-259-4449. Visit us at moneytv.net. Please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. That's our show this week. We'll be back next week. Thanks so much for joining us.